How do you post every day on social media while juggling a full-time job and writing? So I bet a lot of you guys have heard that you should be active on social media whilst writing and whilst creating an author brand and a platform. But how do you actually do it? In this video, I wanted to share my process when it comes to creating and scheduling Instagram content for a month in less than a day. The thing is, I love social media, but last year I almost got burnt out because I tried to do everything all at once, and we will dive down and I will share what I did wrong last year. But this year I've taken a new approach and I've reevaluated what's important to me. And no, you don't have to post every day, but if you want to post consistently, then there's an easy way to do this so that you don't have to spend as much time as people tell you that you have to. So before you start, there are a few questions that you need to ask yourself if you want to post consistently, and also, make sure to save up some time. And that is, the first question is, which social media do I want to grow on? Where do I enjoy being visible or in showing up? What do I enjoy doing? So for me, I love creating videos and I love taking photos, but I also love writing. So one place that combines all of these are, of course, Instagram, because you can post reels, you can post photos, you can make carousels, and you can actually write quite a lot in the caption or even in the photo. So that is my social media of choice at the moment. Question number 2 that you need to ask yourself is, how often do I want to post? Because with these platforms, consistency and posting regularly is key. It's the same thing with writing or with, working out. If you show up consistently, then people will know that you consistently show up, but also you show the algorithms and the platforms that you actually care about this platform. But as I said, you don't have to post every day. It is, of course, preferable to post. The more you post, the more you learn. Because if you don't have a professional account or a creator account on the platform, make sure to switch to that, because then you will get a lot more data and see what your audience actually respond to and what kind of posts you should make more of. And here, the more you post, the more you will see also what people actually connect to and what they care about. And another question you need to ask yourself is, what is my niche? Because niche is so important when it comes to creating content. Because with your Instagram account, this is your professional Instagram account. This is the business side of yourself. You don't share all of your private stuff. That you can have a private account for that if you want to. But here you should talk about what matters within your niche. And your niche is probably, you're probably a writer. So that could be your niche. Or maybe you're a Bookstagram account and you talk a lot about book or, some kind of book club. And then that is your niche. But you need to decide on a theme that you can stay consistent with all the time. And no, it can't just be, the niche is me. No, because people that don't know you aren't interested in you. And unless you're super famous already, they won't be. But they, you probably have interests that intersect, like books or like writing. So those are niches that you can, choose to have. And if you want to know more about how to find your niche, there are a bunch of videos here on YouTube. So just, search for it and you will find some great answers. Because once you know your niche, when you take one step down, this is where you decide on the themes that you're going to have. And some of my themes are, and here, you can have themes that run all the time, or you can choose to have some kind of theme for a specific month. So in March, it will be 1 year since I published my debut novel. And that month, I have decided that one of the themes I'm going to talk about is, of course, the book and the book launch and how it's been going and what I've learned from the first year and stuff like that. And some other categories can be, what it can be writing. It can be books on writing. It can be books you're reading. It can be marketing. It can be whatever, but it has to still be with, under the niche that you have chosen. Yeah, and a few questions that you also need to remember to ask yourself is, how do I create a sustainable strategy? To create a sustainable strategy, you need to ask yourself 3 questions. And the first question is, what do I love to make? The second question is, what do I have time for? And the third question is, if you posted a lot of posts in the past, what went really, really well? And it was here that I almost got burnt out last year, because I only tried to post things that went really, really well. And for me, that was like writer memes and reels. So I created a lot of videos, but that took a lot of time. Posting in videos every day that was funny, that was trending. It took a lot of time creating that. And at the end of last year, I was so focused on my writing that I did not have time to set aside 1 day a week just to create reels. But what I have come to realize, and what I've learned this year, is that I need to think of my Instagram more as a marketing funnel. And so the popular content, the one that's trending, that's been going really well for me, which is reels, I need to see that as the awareness part of my marketing funnel. And what do I mean by this? Well, the awareness part is because reels, for me, they reach out to a wider audience, not just my followers, but also a lot of other people that don't follow me, but they are interested in writing or books. And you can see this if you have a professional account. You can see if, it will, maybe 70% is your followers and 30% is people you don't know, or however. But you can see in the data what it says. But this year I have decided to cut back. I will see this is the awareness part of my funnel, but I will only make around 2 videos a week, because that I do have time for. And then, like the photos I post and the carousels and stuff like that, I see that more as the consideration part of my marketing funnel. And with consideration, this is where people who actually follow me, or who are considering following me, where they get to know me. Who am I as a person? Who am I as a writer? What are my values? Because once you've gotten to know a person, you will be more interested in what they are doing and what they're creating. And if you like them, then, they will go on to the next step, which is conversion. And they will probably listen to or buy your book, which is amazing. But you don't need to only focus on like doing the trendy stuff and stuff like that. You can choose where you want to be, and you can also mix and match here. You don't have to go all in, and you don't have to post every day. Remember this, it has to be sustainable for you, because the goal here is to find a workflow so that you can spend as little time as possible while still, showing up for your audience and your fans. So now I've talked a lot about marketing and stuff like that. So how do you actually do this? How do you create content? Well, the first step is to come up with ideas. And when I try to come up with ideas, I will look at the medium. So sometimes I will go into Pinterest, and I will just look at photos, that has to do with writing or reading. And I will just save down things that inspire me with, I don't overthink it. I just save things that inspire me. I do the same within the Instagram app. Whenever I see a photo or a reel that inspires me, I save it. And I have different folders that says, one that says writing, one that says books, one that says inspiration, one that says productivity. And then when it's time for me to start planning, I can just go into the folders and see what I want to recreate or what inspires me. And another way for you to come up with ideas is you can go into Google or YouTube or TikTok or whatever to search for stuff that has to do with writing and see what comes up. So see if anyone has searched for something that has to do with your theme. And if there's a trending like, how do you write a great backstory? Well, if you know how to write a great backstory, create a post about that. And also, don't be afraid to use AI tools here. Ask ChatGPT what to come up with some ideas and brainstorm. I think people underestimate the power of brainstorming. I mean, it's the same thing as Googling great ideas for, writing prompts or whatever. And step number 2, before you start creating, you need to plan. So you need to plan what you're going to post. When I thought about this, I came up with the conclusion. Well, first I thought I was going to post 3 times a week, but then I ended up having too much fun, and it was so easy creating posts because I used Canva, and then I thought, you know what, I'll just post every day because this is too much fun. But the themes I plan to post every week is I will have one post about writing tips, one post that is something personal, so it could be about my writing project, it could be about what I'm reading, or just something within my niche that is a little bit more personal. I wanted to have a writer quote because I read a lot of biographies from writers, and I love collecting quotes that really speak to me, and I want to share that with other people. And then I have marketing and writing, and then I have 2 days when I post reels, and those I haven't decided any theme. It depends on what I've found during the week. And step number 3, and I guess this is what people think when they think about batch creating content. This is what they see in front of them. But as you can hear, there are a lot of steps before this. But step number 3 is, producing content. So when I planned for January, I had one day when I just, I took photos. So I saved photos from Pinterest and from other places. I put them in my notes, and I wrote down all the photos I was going to take. And then I just walked around the apartment and took photos and, switched outfits in between. I do the same with reels, but there I filmed the reels and I finished them and saved them in the Instagram app. And here, if you use Canva, you can create videos, you can create a lot of posts. So I've used Canva both for posts and for reels, and then I've just taken different templates that I liked. I put my brand colors on them, my font, and I have changed out the quotes or whatever to something that speaks to me or that is personal to me. I have use this for, things that people have said about my book, and stuff like that. And once you've changed, so even if you use the same templates as I do, once you use your brand color, your brand font and stuff like that, it will be a completely different post. So don't be afraid to be inspired by others. And in this step, you can also write out the captions before scheduling, because then you will be all done. Scheduling will be the easy part. And of course, step number 4 is scheduling the posts. For Instagram, when it comes to posts, I actually just use Business Suite, and I post the content within my content calendar. So I post schedule for Instagram and for Facebook. But when it comes to the reels, I schedule them within my Instagram app instead, because I don't think you can have the audio, or I can't seem to find the audio. If it's some trending audio, whatever, I can't find that in Business Suite. So I just schedule it within my Instagram app. And it's really easy, because then I have all the posts for the week. And if I feel spontaneous and want to post something else during the week, you know what I'll do? I'll post 2 posts on one day. Doesn't matter. It won't destroy anything. It will only be more fun and engaging for my followers. And this has freed up so much time for me. And this also means that now when I'm on social media, I can focus on the fun part, which is being social. So now I can, comment on other people's posts, chat with people, and discover new amazing content. I don't have to stress about posting or thinking about stuff like that. Because remember, this is what social media is for. being social. And yes, it's a marketing platform, but it's also a way for you to connect to other writers and readers and stuff like that. So yeah, this is how I schedule content for a month. And within Facebook Business Suite, you can actually only schedule months ahead. So that's why I only create content for 1 month. And also it's for free because I have a business account, so I don't have to pay for like other platforms like Planoly, Later, and all of those. You usually have to pay for them if you want to schedule a lot of posts, and that is why I also use Business Suite. It's super easy, super handy. I can also boost posts if I know I have something that I want to, I want it to reach a bigger audience, then I will just boost it. Super easy, super simple. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is blackdiary.se. Do you want me to share more videos about my marketing strategies and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a great day. Keep writing, keep having fun, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.